My name's Cameron McGee. I'm the owner here at avad3 Event Production. We do audio-visual on site for events. So any major conference you've been to, whether you're a lawyer or you're a dentist, there's all sorts of conferences. We do the stage, the sound, the lights, both here in Northwest Arkansas, our home base, but we've also expanded our marketing and we're starting to go coast to coast with those offerings. IT is super important. Whether you're the owner or you're an employee somewhere at a business, there's nothing that can slow you down or speed you up the way that quality IT can. It's super important to me that all our people have a reasonable machine on a reasonable network with the reasonable tools they need to accelerate in their role. And that's why we trust Tectro, because we spend a lot of money on IT. We spend a lot of money on our people. We think those are two things that go hand in hand towards really serving our customers with the best efficiency. We've been working with Tectro for a long time, and I can tell you we're going to be working with Tectro for a long time in the future, because we don't want to take a step backwards when it comes to something like IT. When I talk to my neighbors and friends and things about their workplaces, so often IT becomes a thorn at people's side and a kind of an Achilles heel that slows them down. We've chosen to make the investment and make that top priority here at avad3, and we're going to continue to make that investment with Tectro because it's an investment that pays dividends. One of the benefits with working with Tectro and with Brian is he's a great listener, he's a great consultant, and so we can tell him, hey, this is kind of the user end experience we're having. We're spending a lot of time setting up new computers, or we're having a lot of trouble when a team member exits and kind of getting all their stuff consolidated. We can speak to Tectro in a really just human, normal interaction. And then they know all the cutting edge stuff and the tools and the software and the AI stuff, the ways to do that really efficiently. And so I love working with an expert, because if it were just up to me as a business owner, we would be relying on my level of tech experience. And I'm a nerd. I think I know a lot of tech stuff. I don't know anything compared to an actual IT professional. And so I really like working with Brian and with Tectro, because we can just almost consider them a translator or a consultant, a friend that we can say, here's the issue, and then they bring back the solution, which is great. I just ran into a friend the other day and they said, hey, would you recommend your IT person that you use? And it's a real story. I said, absolutely. I'm glad you asked. Literally glad that you asked. I can't wait for you to meet them, because I would recommend them. And I think that's kind of rare as a business owner. He was asking because he thought you probably don't love yours either. We have different folks that we rely on in business. Would you recommend your bookkeeper, your accountant, your tax advisor? Would you recommend your IT person? And I love recommending Tectro, because I absolutely would recommend it. And to this friend who I care about, I know they're going to have a great experience. This is not just a B2B business referral for me. This is, hey, our IT is one of the least things that I have to worry about, and you're not going to worry about it either once you put Tectro and Brian in charge of that. And they were super relieved, because they're like, man, there's so many options. We don't know who to call. And if you're saying that's who you use, then I'd love to meet them. And I just can't wait for them to get together, and I can't wait for people to see this video and take my recommendation. I'm a big believer in Tectro, and I hope you give them a shot.